My respects to all the
Namaskar and good evening, everybody. On behalf of the Institution of Engineers India, Telangana State Center, we are happy to extend our warm greetings to the distinguished dignitaries, participants, and one and all. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly rise. The chief guest has arrived. Her Excellency, Dr. Srimati Tamilisai Soundara Rajan, Honorable Governor of Telangana. With the permission of Her Excellency, can I request all the participants to rise for the national anthem. Thank you, everybody. In the year 1968, the Council of the Institution of Engineers India desired that all the centers of IEI throughout the country shall observe 15 September, the birthday of Bharat Ratna, Sir Moksha Gundam Vishveshwaraya, as Engineers Day, and all in a befitting way so that the present generation can pay tributes and revere Sir Gundam Vishveshwaraya, and also the future generations can emulate the qualities of Sir M. Vishveshwaraya, enabling them to take up the challenge for the According, Engineers Day is being organized on 15th of September here. This year, the Institution of Engineers India, Telangana State Center, and Government of Telangana is being organized the 53rd Engineers Day in commemoration of 160th birthday celebration of the Bharat Ratna, Sri Moksha Gundam Vishveshwaraya, today, that is 15th of September 2020. I'm happy to inform you that Dr. Srimati Tamilisai Soundara Rajan, Honorable Governor of Telangana, has given consent and joined as the chief guest to grace the Engineers Day. Thank you so very much, madam. Dr. Rajat Kumar, IAS, Principal Secretary to Government, Irrigation and CAD Department, Government of Telangana, and Shri K.S. Srinivas Raju, Secretary, Tourism, Culture and Sports, Government of Telangana, have also joined as guest of honor. So, sir, S. Satyanarayana, FIE, and in past, will also deliver an achievements of Sir Moksha Gundam Vishveshwaraya. The chairman, Dr. G. Rameshwar Rao Garu, FIE, Institution of Engineers in Telangana State Center, to present his welcome address and also to conduct the further proceedings. Over to Dr. G. Rameshwar Rao Garu.
And happy Engineers Day to everybody. Respected Chief Guest, Honorable Governor of Telangana, Dr. Srimati Tamilisai Soundara Rajan Madam. Respected Guest of Honor, Sri Rajat Kumar, IAS, Principal Secretary to Government, Irrigation and CAD Department, Government of Telangana. Respected Sri K.S. Srinivas Raju, IAS, Secretary to Government, Tourism and Culture and Sports, Government of Telangana. And Speaker of Life and Achievements of Sir MV by Dr. S. Satyanarayana, FIE, Immediate Past Chairman, Institution of Engineering, Telangana State Center. My colleague in the webinar, Dr. Engineer T. Anjaya, past presidents, past chairmen, council members, and committee members, joint honored secretaries, distinguished guests, fellow fraternity, budding engineers, media friends, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Telangana State Center of the Institution of Engineers India, I deem it a great privilege to extend hearty and warm welcome to Honorable Governor of Telangana, Dr. Srimati Tamilisai Soundara Rajan Madam, and dignitaries in the webinar, and to all the participants of the 160th birthday celebration of Bharat Ratna Sir Moksha Gundam Vishveshwaraya. Also gives me immense pleasure to extend hearty welcomes to guest of honors Rajat Kumar sir, and also guest of honor K.S. Srinivas Rao Garu. Sir, MV entire philosophy of life may be summed up in one word. Parishrama means hard work, which is planned, disciplined, and efficient. Dr. MB was one of those rare men who practiced what they preached and who were given the example of their precept. Dr. MB success in life may be attributed to rigorous self-discipline, punctuality, regular habits, and systematic work. He cherished in the era of the planning and was mainly responsible to make people in India the plant conscious, and by the publication of Reconstruction of India in 1924 and led by another publication, Planned Economy for India. Sir MB was visionary, known world over his contribution to awareness of the water resources. He was responsible for the building and consolidation of dams across India. He also credited with the invention of the block system, that is automated doors that close in condition of overflow. He was responsible for the design of the roads from Tirupati to Tirumala. He was the architect for setting up many industries in Mysore. He encouraged the private investors in many ventures. I therefore appeal to all the budding engineers to emulate Dr. MV and build an Atma Birav. I am happy to inform that the Institution of Telangana States and is celebrating Engineers Day in memory of Bharat Ratna Sir Mokshagundam Vishwesvaraya for the human service rendered by the great engineer to our Hyderabad city. He suggested the flood protection works. Due to that, only Himaysar Usman Reservoir constructed and planned for the drinking water system and drainage system, which cannot be forgotten. We are very happy to inform the Institution of Engineers India and jointly with the government is organizing every year on birthday of great patriot engineer and honored the engineers by giving away awards in recognition of their exemplary work for the benefit of the society. As a part of Engineers Day celebration, a seminar on engineers for self-reliant India was organized today at 2 p.m., which was presented by Engineer G. Sudhakar, FI Council Member, IEA Hyderabad, wherein 4 papers were presented. I am glad to share a few words about the Institution of Engineers for information of our madam and also participants. The engineering fraternity of the nation may feel proud to have a professional society like the Institution of Engineers India established and served the fraternity more for the last 100 years. And establishment of institution is interlinked with the history of the modern day engineering and persist demand of the nation to all round engineering activities throughout the length and breadth of the country. The Institution of Engineers India is the largest multidisciplinary professional body that encompasses 15 engineering disciplines and gives engineers a global platform from which to share the professional interest. The IE has a membership strength is more than 10 lakhs, including corporate, non-corporate members. I am very happy to inform that the Institution of Engineers has completed 100 years its service in the engineering advancement for nation building and culminated the function of center celebration of IE was held on 13th September 2020. On behalf of the Institution of Engineers, Telangana State Center, and on my own behalf, I extend hearty welcome to all of you for this important event. Thank you, one and all. Now, I request Dr. S. Satyanarayana, FIA, the immediate past chairman, IEA Telangana State Center, presentation of the life and achievement of the Sir Mokshagundam Vishwesvaraya. Over to Satyanarayana, sir.
Good afternoon to every one of you. Madam Tamilisai Soundararajan, Governor of Telangana State, Sri Rajat Kumar Garu, IAS, Sri Srinivasan Raj Garu, IAS, Presiding Officer Dr. Rameswara Garu, other participants of today's function. There could be no better way to express our gratitude than to celebrate the birthday of Sir MV every year on this day and remember the man who once made Hyderabad flood-free. Vishwesvaraya services were not merely the physical installations which he built or founded, but the proof he gave that all things are possible in India and the example he furnished that the human mind at its best recognizes no limits and that the frontiers of knowledge and experience are never final, but exist only to be challenged and crossed. The great Indian engineer lived a long and productive life and died on 14th April 1962 at the ripe old age of 102 years. Sir Mokshagundu Visvesvaraya was an engineering hero who rose on the Indian scene in the 19th century and continued to serve his country for more than half of the 20th century. There are some men of eminence whose greatness is not understood during their life on this earth. It is only realized after they are gone. It was to the class of such men that Sir Visvesvaraya belonged, an engineering scientist, an inventor, an industrialist, an economic planner, a scientific advisor, and a statesman. And one more person I just want to take, one more person today we are all remembering is P.V. Narasimha Rao. He is also of the same class of the person. See, we have a bronze statue at Khairabad Crossroads, Sir Visvesvaraya statue. I just want to share, the background of the statue. Sir Visvesvaraya took his engineering degree from the college in the year 1884, whereas the Institution of Engineers has started its activities in India in 1920. When Institute of Engineers started in 1920, with a respect, in order to give a tangible expression to his association with Institute of Engineers, it was decided to give him an honorary life fellow. And decided to initiate a series of inaugural lectures called Sir Mokshagundu Visvesvaraya lectures, designated after his name, and a sum of ₹1,000 was to be given as remuneration to each distinguished lecture. The first lecture in the series was started in the year 1958. In the 44th annual convention held at Hyderabad in February 1964, K.L. Rao has been invited to deliver the memorial lecture of Sir M.V. When he has received this 1,000 rupees, then immediately he has given back the 1,000 rupees to the state center and asked him to constitute a committee so that a statue can be built in Hyderabad and erected at somewhere at a prominent place. That is how the statute at Hyderabad has come up. The statute was unveiled by Dr. S. Radhakrishnan, President of India, on 12th November 1966. During that time, a memorial volume also was published by Sri Dildar Hussain, the past president and eminent engineer of the Telangana state. He was the president of Institution of Engineers during 1953. As a practice, he visited various state centers, and in the course of time, he visited Madras. That time, it was the integrated Madras state, and AP was not formed. He, as a respect, he called on the then Chief Minister, Sri Rajaji. During the interview, Rajaji just asked him from which college he has obtained his engineering. When he said he has passed from Pune Engineering College, Rajaji further inquired to name any other distinguished engineers who had graduated from the same college. When he mentioned the name of Sir M.V., he further inquired whether he met him any time. When he said no, Sri Radhagopalachari immediately commented that it was like an Indian saying that he had not seen Mahatma Gandhi, because Visvesvaraya was as much renowned in engineering as any other great political leader in India. Then Dildar Hussain, the president, has gone to Bangalore, met me on 11th November, and their contacts through correspondence continued till the last days of Sir M.V. It was during this time he has collected various material and various project reports, particularly on the Sikkur barrage, and thought that he will prepare a memorial volume. And this was prepared and published during the unveiling of the statue of Sir M.V. in Hyderabad. Sir M.V. always believes that industrialization of any country is the thing so that the standard of living of any country will, or the people of that country will raise. Visvesvaraya maintained all along that in modern life, industries were the mainstay of the progress and prosperity of a nation. During this time, some major industries were established in Mysore, such as Mysore Iron and Steel Works at Bhadravati, Krishna Rajendra Textile Mills near Mysore, Sandalwood Oil Factory, cement and paper, and various railway lines were established. Sir M.V. giving a clarion call, industrialize or perish. Mokshagundu Visvesvaraya had taken it upon himself to implement it in letter and spirit, turning today's Karnataka into a leading industrial state. Today, everything is available in Bangalore, whether defense or machine tools or software, everything is available. The credit goes to Sir M.V. However, Visvesvarayya's philosophy was quite antithetical to Mahatma Gandhi's firm conviction. He says, industrialize and perish. Adamantine as they were, both had vehemently contested each other's opinion through a set of letters, although they were good friends outside this industrial revolution. There was a fast industrial revolution all over the Europe since the beginning of 18th century. When the entire Europe and America was fast developing industries and implementing automation, India, being a country ruled by British, could not embark upon the industrialization during the British rule. The British government was unwilling to industrialize our country as a matter of colonial policy. India was then a dependency and had a dependency government. There is no doubt whatsoever that the industrial backlog of the country, as we find it today, has its roots in the lotus-eating policy of the British government. Sir Visvesvaraya was the main reason for this establishing iron and steel plant at Bhadravati, and today it is called Visvesvaraya Iron and Steel Limited, which is able to take care of the strategic requirement of the strategic industry like defense and aerospace, and providing alloy steels and other defense required steel materials. And one more thing is HAL, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. There was a lot of resistance from the British government for establishing this HAL. But during the it was the time of Second World War. During the Second World War, situation has taken a grave turn, and the government of India became painfully aware of the fact that they need a facility for aircraft repair and reconstruction of the planes damaged by the war. Then the government of India had agreed for setting up an aircraft factory in 1940 with a condition that the raw materials were obtained from sources other than America. Similarly, he is the main cause for setting up the premier automobile at Maharashtra. Today, Maharashtra is the automobile hub. And one more great thing with him is, he is the main reason for coming up the Indian Institute of Science at Bangalore. When Jamshedji Tata and Swami Vivekananda were traveling to Vancouver of Canada, it was there was a discussion, and then during that discussion, the birth of this Indian Institute of Science has taken place at Bangalore. Sir MV always quotes Henry Ford in support of the development of economic nationalism in India and the use of machinery and motive power. Man minus machine is a slave, and man plus machine is a free man. Sir MV, quoting an American economist on the need for hustling to make a living, said that hustle implied love of initiative, a craving to invent, a desire to push forward and advance. It was for the lack of this quality they were where they were, unable to take full advantage of the resources with which Providence has blessed this country in general with no niggardly hand. He added that he had faith in the capacity of the people, and it was not difficult to achieve what we aim at if we try to equip our rising generation with new qualities on right lines. There is various things because of the paucity of time. All of you are aware of Sir MV. Because of the paucity of time, I conclude my talk, my talk on Sir MV here. And thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Satyanarayana sir. Thank you. Now, with respect to Madam, I am pleased to inform that since 1984, the state government and Institution of Engineers jointly organizing the Engineers Day and also introducing by instituting the Engineering Day Award are being presented on 15th September every year. The main aim and objective of the Engineers Day Award is to recognize the outstanding contribution made by engineers and technologists in their respective fields in promoting the welfare of the people of Telangana or achieving a specific breakthrough in the field of engineering and technology. The Institution of Engineers India Telangana State Center invited the nominations for Engineers Day Award 2020. Accordingly, the nominations were received from various organizations and the same were reviewed by the Prize Award Selection Committee and selected the following Engineers Day Award. The Government of Telangana for sponsoring the event, encouraging us through TCAST by sponsoring the Engineers of the Year Award by Young Engineers also. Sir Mokshagun Isheshwaraya Award to be given exclusively by the Telangana State of Institution of Engineers of its cost of rupees 20,000. Now, Bharat Ratna Sir Mokshagundam Isheshwaraya Award is being given directly because they got equal marks Dr. N.V. Ramanarao, FIE, Director, National Institution of Technology, Warangal. Next, Dr. Jaitirth R. Joshi, FIE, Project Director, LRSM and DRDL, Hyderabad. Next, Engineer of the Year Award, Professor M. Gopal Nayak, FIE, Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, University of College of Engineering, Usmania University, Hyderabad. Dr. N. Kishore Nath, Scientist G, Project Director, Advanced System Laboratory, DRDO, Hyderabad. And Dr. M. Mohan Rao, FIE, Senior Deputy General Manager, BHL Corporate R&D, Hyderabad. Next, 2 Young Engineers Award, Dr. Alaka Kumari, Scientist C, Process Engineering and Technology, Transfer Division, CSIR, IICT, Hyderabad. Next, Dr. Pavan Alapati Ham Venkatesham, the Deputy Manager and Meteorological Department, BHL R&D, Hyderabad. Now I am requesting Dr. D. Hanmantachari, FIA past Chairman, please present the citations.
Thank you, Chairman. Ladies and gentlemen, very good afternoon to all of you. This is the most awaited part of the event award function. It has always been the endeavor of the IEA to recognize the expertise of the individual services he has rendered to the society and reward him appropriately and adequately so that the budding engineers will emulate for creating better society. I am privileged to read the citations of awardees of 2020. The time allotted is very, very less. Hope the awardees will appreciate as they will not be able to read the entire citation. Now, Professor Dr. N.V. Raman Rao, Bharat Ratna Sir MB Awardee 2020. Dr. Raman Rao is a well-known administrator, teacher, and consultant in the field of structural engineering. He had many positions in JNTU Hyderabad. He was director by card, he was principal, he was registrar, and he was rector. Presently, he is holding the apex position in NIT Warangal, that is director NIT. He is member of many committees constituted by state and central government. Dr. Raman Rao is very well known for his hard work and achievements. We are proud of you, sir. May I recognize the presence of Dr. Raman Rao, please. Now coming to Jitendra Joshi, Bharat Ratna Sir MB Awardee 2020. Dr. Joshi joined DRDO in the year 1997 and associated with system integration of Agni Missile Program at Research Center Hyderabad. As a deputy project director, LRSAM, he has contributed extensively for the development of critical technologies such as ultra high strength steels and various non-destructive testing technologies, which have resulted cost-effective production of weapon systems. Presently, he is working as project director for weaponization and is instrumental in making India self-reliant in the field of missile technology. He is a lieutenant to many projects. May I recognize the presence of Dr. Joshi, please? Now coming to Dr. M. Gopal Nayak, Engineer of the Year Awardee 2020. Dr. Gopal Nayak obtained PhD from IIT Bombay during 2009 and joined as Assistant Professor at Usmania University. Presently, he is working as professor since 2012 and is HOD of Civil Engineering Department, Usmania University. Dr. Nayak has guided many PhD scholars. Our chairman, Dr. Ramesh Roy, is privileged to work under him for his PhD program. Dr. Nayak's contribution to the water resource and environmental engineering is quite enormous. May I recognize the presence of Gopal Nayak, please? Dr. Kishore Nath, Engineer of the Year Awardee 2020. Dr. Kishore Nath obtained his BTech in Mechanical Engineering from JNTU Anantapur during 1995. Subsequently completed ME from Usmania University, obtained PhD in Mechanical Engineering from Usmania University during 2013. He has designed, developed, and tested composite flame deflector for Prithvi P2, which has given 75% weight reduction compared to the earlier metallic deflectors. As a project director of VEDA, the VEDA at DRDO Hyderabad, he is leading a team of scientists and engineers for design development of launch vehicle for placing defense satellites into Earth orbit with so many systems. His academic journey started from diploma to PhD. May I recognize the presence of Dr. Kishore, please?
Srinivas Raj,
Dr. Mandava Mohan Rao, Engineer of the Year Award 2020. Dr. Mohan Roy is a graduate of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. He obtained Masters of Science and PhD degree in Electrical Engineering from Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. Dr. Roy has been contributing in the area of gas-insulated substations. Dr. Rao has made significant contribution in the design and manufacturing of 420 kV gas-insulated switchgear for the first time in the country. Currently, he is working as Senior Deputy General Manager in BHEL Corporate R&D. May I recognize the presence of Dr. Mohan Rao, please? Dr. Alka Kumari, Young Engineer of the Year Awardee 2020. Dr. Kumari is graduated in Chemical Engineering from PIT Sidri during 2012. Completed MTech in Process Engineering Science from Academy of Scientific and Industrial Research, ISC to Hyderabad, followed by completion of PhD in 2022. She joined CSIR IICT as Scientist C in 2016 and presently working in the Process Engineering and the Technology Transfer Department. May I recognize the presence of Dr. Mistress Alka Kumari, please? Dr. Pawan Alapati Hanu Venkatesh, Young Engineer of the Year Awardee 2020. Dr. Pawan obtained BTech from IIT Madras. He received PhD from Department of Material Engineering at Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore during the year 2019. He is presently working as a Deputy Manager in BHEL Corporate R&D Division, Hyderabad. Dr. Pawan's passionate work includes root cause analysis used in thermal power plant components. His area of work include creep, fatigue, and fracture mechanics, analysis in metallic systems. May I recognize the presence of Dr. Pawan, please? Now, on behalf of all of you and on my own behalf, let us give a big hand as a token of appreciation. Thanks to Chairman for assigning the job and wishing you all a pleasant evening.
Thank you very much, Dr. D. Hanmantachari, FIA and past Chairman. Now I am requesting Dr. N. Ramna Rao, FIA, Director NIT Warangal, please respond for the award, sir. Over to Ramna Rao, sir, please.
Honorable Governor of Telangana, Dr. Srimati Tamilisai Soundararajan, other distinguished dignitaries, thank you very much. The prize award selection me for the prestigious Bharat Ratna Sir Mokshagandam Visvesvaraya Award for the year 2020. I am really pleased, honored, and humbled to accept this award and to join the past recipients who I have long admired and respected. A very special thanks to the Institution of Engineers India, Telangana State Center, the Government of Telangana for instituting this award and giving it on a very auspicious day, the 160th birthday of Bharat Ratna Sir Mokshagandam Visvesvaraya. I would also like to thank Osmania University, IIT Delhi, University of Hyderabad, University of Wales, Swansea at UK, where I had the opportunity to study. I would like to thank my teachers, students, and colleagues from JNT University, Hyderabad, Central University, Hyderabad, National Institute of Technology, who have given me enough opportunity, support, cooperation, and encouragement to excel in my professional career. I take this opportunity to thank my parents, my wife, my children, my family, and friends who have made incredible contributions in my life and always inspired and motivated me in all my endeavors and being here this ceremony. On this very special occasion, I wish to convey my best wishes, greetings, and congratulations to all other co-awardees who have been successful in getting various awards. Thank you to those who nominated me and supported my nomination. I had the opportunity to design and check major engineering structures such as high buildings and major bridges in the twin cities of Hyderabad and Secunderabad. Most of the projects and challenges were given by our students working at various firms. I joined the teaching profession in 1985 and got promoted as professor in 1999. More than 20 years since I became a professor, and I had the privilege of many UG, PG, and PhD students throughout my career. I'm always indebted to my students who have given me enough food for thought, and today whatever I am is because of their questioning efforts and dedication. I'm glad that I chose the teaching profession because teaching is a noble profession that teaches all other professions. It gave me many opportunities to bridge the gap between theory and practice. I got into administration at a very early age and served at various positions. By the grace of God, I was lucky to get many awards apart from Commonwealth Scholarship and
Best Teacher Award from the Government of Andhra Pradesh, Young Engineer Award from the Institution of Engineers, Best Designer Award by the Indian Quality Institute, and Sir Arthur Gordon Memorial Prize by the best paper in the Research Journal. I conducted several workshops, conferences, and delivered several lectures at the national and international forum. The field of civil and structural engineering has thrown up many challenges to me and my fellow engineers. At site, structure and soil is unique. A lot of engineering judgment is required, and as somebody has rightly said, that practice is an art. I would like to conclude my Thanksgiving address by thanking once again my students, field engineers, and my family and friends, and wish that things will all be normal again, where we all can meet and interact with each other face to face. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, sir. Now I am requesting Dr. Etirtha Joshi, FIE, the Project Director, LRSM and DL Hyderabad. Please respond, sir. Over to R. Joshi, FIE.
Honorable Governor of Telangana and other dignitaries, it's an honor to, I'm thankful to the Institute and Government for recognizing my efforts and having bestowed upon me this esteemed award in the field of engineering. I assure that I will contribute to the best of my abilities to keep up to the expectations, responsibilities in training, skill development of engineering students, and making them industry ready, with a goal to develop competitive and self-reliant industry across the country, keeping in view of the Atmanirbhar package, what is offered by Honorable Prime Minister, and especially the industrial development activities for the state of Telangana. I dedicate this award to all my colleagues for their extended support throughout my career, and before that, to all my teachers who have guided me and brought me up to this stage. And I dedicate this award to all my family members. Thank you very much. Once again, Government of Telangana and Institution of Engineers. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Now I am requesting Shri K.S. Srinivasa Raju, IAS, Secretary to Government Tourism, Culture and Sports, Government of Telangana. Please address the gathering, sir. Over to K.S.
Respected Chairman of Telangana State Center, Dr. Rameshwar Rao Garu, and the other dignitaries, especially the award winners. One of them is known to me personally, Dr. Joshi. So very nice, and it's an honor and proud moment for me to be part of these celebrations. Having studied engineering, I got into administrative arena, completed 26 years of my service. I am always proud to be called as an engineer. This motto is participating in these celebrations on the request of Dr. Rameshwar Rao. Many people may remember and recognize that I have worked for very long at Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanams as Joint Executive Officer Tirumala. I am very proud and honored to say that my engineering background and the skills and aptitude that I have learned in engineering have helped me to establish the best possible systems in Tirumala in running the administration on day-to-day basis and in a smooth manner. And also it is appropriate to tell each one of you that each engineer that my engineering background alone contributed to designing such systems, and maybe my administrative authority helped me to position and implement it. And it is more appropriate to again state that 90% of those systems are irreversible in nature. So every reform, every system that is positioned during my 26 years of career, of which the Tirumala contribution is vivid and obvious to lakhs and crores of devotees, directly the whole credit goes to my engineering background. So I only wish all engineers a happy Engineers Day, and we always remember proudly that we are following the legacy of Dr. Moshagundam Visvesvaraya. So Telangana state also, after its formation, engineers here have excelled, have proved their mettle in two specific fields of power and irrigation. Whole world recognizes this, the contribution and the unique contribution of engineers in this state of Telangana. So thank you very much, Dr. Rameshwara Garu, for inviting me and making me happy to be part of Engineers Day celebrations. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, sir. Now I am requesting Dr. Srimati Tamilisai Soundararajan Madam, please address the gathering, Madam.
Very special good evening to everyone here, and I'm really very happy to celebrate the 53rd Engineers Day celebrations. The Institution of Engineers Telangana State Center is celebrating the 160th birthday celebration of Bharat Ratna Shri Vishwesvaraya. Really, I'm very happy because today it's the year of engineers. And as our Honorable Prime Minister says, nothing can develop this country without the innovative mindset of the engineers. So day to day, particularly the present schemes, that is Make in India, Startup India, Stand India, and this Atmanirbhar, and the India for self-reliance, whatever may be the vocal for local, everything depends on the engineering expertise and the capacity. I really appreciate you for celebrating the 160th birthday of our Honorable Bharat Ratna Vishwesvaraya. And my respects to Chairman Rameshwar Rao Garu for his very good words about the engineers, and really appreciate efforts in celebrating this program and awarding the experts who contributed much in this field. And my respects to Dr. S. Satyanarayana, and my respects to Dr. Hanumantachari, and my respects to Dr. N.V. Ramanarao, Director NIT Varangal, and my respects to Jaideep Joshi, the Project Director, and my respects to Dr. Srinivasa Raju, IAS, Secretary to Government Tourism, Culture, Sports, Government of Telangana, and my respects to Dr. Sri Rajat Kumar, IAS, Principal Secretary to Government Irrigation, Government of Telangana, and my respects to Anjaya, who is going to give vote of thanks, and my respects to all the dignitaries who are awarded here, Professor Gopal Nayak, Dr. Kishore Nath, Dr. Mohan Rao, Dr. Alka Kumari, and Dr. Pavan Hanu Venkatesh, and all the dignitaries, experts, engineers who are participating in this webinar. And as it is said, today is the year of engineers, and the innovative mindset of the engineers contribute to the development of the country. And each and every day, the engineers should update themselves so that the innovations help the mankind, so that they are for the betterment of their life pattern each and every day. An engineer works for the humankind so that the day-to-day life, every day it is improved, whether it is electricity or water resources or roadways or buildings, mines, whatever may be. But I should say we are very proud to celebrate the birth centenary of our Vishwesvaraya, who is the pioneer of engineering studies. He was the cause for organizing the engineering education in India. Particularly, he organized the first engineering college at Bangalore. And now, because that was one of the pioneer institutes, and now India has thousands and thousands of engineering college and lakhs and crores of engineering graduates. And I should say each and every engineer works with full commitment, whatever may be the field. They also face more challenges. As a doctor, I can say whatever the mistakes it is done, it may be buried. But if an engineer does a mistake, he stands tall They have to be very innovative, and they have to be very careful, and they are also dealing with the safety of the people. Like doctors, we deal with the safety of people. They are dealing with the safety of the people, whatever may be the innovations and whatever may be the products they produce, whatever the buildings they construct, whatever the project they get associated. And apart from that, today, because the world is moving very fast, and our country is our Honorable Prime Minister, the strong leadership, coming out with good schemes each and every day, the country of the engineers are highly laudable. We have the longest roads, and we have high bridges, high buildings, but whatever may be the most beautiful building not yet built, the most tallest building not yet built, the most longest road not yet built, because it's the hand of the engineers. So they have to come out with innovative ideas. Particularly, they have to look after the safety of the humankind also. And challenges, even the challenges which the engineers, not only the engineers, the humankind faces are, particularly I should salute Vishwesvaraya for his contribution in the water resources, and his contribution in construction of the dam, Krishnaraja Sagar Dam, and the valve system and the blockade system which he developed years ago, which he thought, the thought process of him, the innovative ideas which he had, now made us to remember him, so that celebrate him even today. So that's a to the young engineering students, because it is easy to become an engineer and to get the endorsement. As you all know, always it is said in a lighter sense, even your mother won't accept you as a best engineer unless you repair her mixie. She accepts you as a best engineer when you repair her mixie only, or the house members, the family members don't accept you as a best engineer unless you repair the home appliances. So it is very difficult to get the endorsement. And another thing, each and every day, as doctors, each and every day the process of the protocol changes. Each and every day the process changes. The material and whatever may be the new things which arrive in the world. So we have to get updated. So it is very difficult to not only to get the degree, but to get updated each and every day. In such things, when we face such challenges, we have to think the challenging times when our Honorable Vishwesvaraya and all, they work, no internet, no great communication, no cell phones, no any gadgets, electronic gadgets to assist them. But in spite of that, they have constructed great things. They have come out with innovative ideas. So it's a lesson to the engineering students that in the days, olden days, when such assistants were not there, they were able to come out with such great ideas. So when we compare that, you have to think that how better, best things which you have to give it to this country, give it to the nation, to the international, so that our country innovates in the engineering technology. And the commitment each and every engineer has. When I was reading a book written by the student of Honorable Abdul Kalam, he has said in an incident in that, saying that how engineers are committed to their country. They went to Japan and they stayed in a room, and there was a leaking tap in the room. It was disturbing their sleep. So they called the reception and they complained that it's a leaking tap there. So the sound is disturbing us. So 2 or 3 people came and they rectified it, and they went there and they called the guest, told we have rectified it because the tap disturbed you. We are not charging the rooms which you are staying. Then second call again came and told We are the engineers who rectified it now, but the tap was not produced in Japan. It was imported. So don't think that Japanese taps are leaking. So that is the commitment which the engineers has on their country. Like that in our country also nowadays, what all things we were importing, now we are exporting. As it is said that PPE, as a doctor, I laud the Make in India experts and engineers and are associated in this process of make India, because we were the country, developing country with such diversity. Now we are we created PPEs for our use. It was not thought of before 4 or 5 months. We produced PPE for our use and we are exporting. More than 2 to 3 lakhs PPEs are produced in India itself. So this another thing. This bulletproof jacket, the bulletproof jackets is the most reliable thing a country relies, is that because it deals with the safety of the leaders, safety of the soldiers, and deals with the safety of the people. And before we were importing the bulletproof jackets, now we are exporting it. Our engineers with their innovators, they have made it possible. And now, as our Honorable Prime Minister says, he has said that self-reliant India, on which hope he announced that only on hope of our youth, particularly the engineers and the modern innovative thinking of the engineers. So everything can be made in India. It is India can be self-reliant, and India can before it was importing things, India can export maybe the instruments we innovate. All you the engineers, seriously, what all the ads we are using, and we are suffering to get things done, suffering to get the every day, biotech, engineering technology, it's involved. So every day today they come with gadgets to get the diagnosis in much easier way, much quicker way, and in much appropriate way and most accurate way. So this celebrations like this motivates our young engineers to come out with more innovations and in their more eagerly, and they are expected their expertise to help the country, and I really appreciate for celebrating this occasion. And this celebration, as our Honorable Prime Minister said, engineers are by definition, the engineers are by definition, they are problem solvers and they are innovators. Our Honorable Prime Minister said, human progress is incomplete without innovative zeal, and engineers are synonymous with diligence and determination. And I appreciate your participation here, and I appreciate the organization for awarding the experts in the field. And I thank one and all, and we all get motivated, particularly in this pandemic situation. The engineering expertise and the innovations help the nation to combat the virus more successfully. So I salute the engineers. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, madam, for the very inspiring. Now I am request our Honor Secretary T. Anjay, please propose vote of thanks.
Respected Chief Guest, Guest of Honor, dignitaries and webinar colleagues, distinguished guests, fellow fraternity, representatives of media, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure to propose vote of thanks on this memorable occasion. At the outset, on behalf of the Institution of Engineers India, on my own behalf, I convey our sincere and profound thanks to the Chief Guest, Dr. Srimati Tamilisai Soundararajan Garu, Honorable Governor of Telangana, for making it convenient to be with us on this historical day and graced the Engineers Day in spite of our busy schedule and provided our valuable advice to the allied participants. I also convey our thanks to Sri K.S. Srinivas Raju, IAS Secretary to Government, Tourism, Culture and Sports, Government of Telangana, for making it convenient to be with us as guest of honor and grace the occasion and address the gathering. I also convey our thanks to Dr. S. Satyanarayana, immediate past chairman IATSE, for making it convenient to be with us and presented the address on life and achievements of Sir M.V. I congratulate all the award winners. I must thank the prize award selection members for sparing their valuable time in selecting the Engineers Day Awards 2020. I also thanks Engineer Sudhakar Garu for presiding over the EDC seminar technical session. I must thank the authors who contributed papers for the Engineers Day seminar held today 14 hours. I convey our profound thanks to the authorities of Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation for arranging beautiful floral decoration, the arrangement made by the MCH for garlanding the statue of Sir M.V. received high appreciation from all. We convey our thanks to TS Cost for their valuable support. I convey our thanks to the guest fellow fraternity and budding engineers who made it convenient to be with us for this important event. I thank President, past Chairman, past Honorary Secretaries, committee members, council members, joint Honorary Secretaries, senior most and eminent engineers, and all the persons who have attended. I also thank the media friends for their continued patronage to all our endeavors. I once again thank one and all present here. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, national anthem.
गणपतिनायक जय भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा हिमाचल यमुना गंगा जगत गंगा तव शब सुबास समाधि भारत भाग्य विधाता जय 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 जय